Yeah.
He was like, listen, once you have this encounter, your life will never be the same.
Yeah.
So this is why I do what I do, because again, you never know who need this story, who needs this to be like, I can make it. Because if she went through all of this and she's still here with a smile, that ain't no goodness of mine.
Sunshine.
That is God all day.
Just focus on the good. Yeah, 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 yeah. Just focus on the good. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Just focus on the good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just focus on the good. Oh, I'm good, yeah. I'm good, I'm good, you good. I'm good, you good, we good. I'm good, you good. I'm good, you just we good. Just focus on the good. Yeah, 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 yeah. Just focus on the good. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Just focus on the good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just focus on the good. Oh, I'm good, yeah.
I am Portia Starr.
And you know I'm your girl, Gwenation.
And this is the Just Focus on the Good podcast, where we talk about all things relevant, all things good, and all things God.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, we are so excited to be sitting here with this young lady today. She is one of our premier podcasters. And so I just want to read off just a little bit of something.
Okay.
You know, just let the people know
Little
who we
bit.
got. You know,
'Cause
is
we
that
got
okay?
celebrities today.
Because gee whiz, we got some powerhouse.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. All right. So we have an accomplished author, singer, actress, songwriter, and podcaster. All right. She has a huge heart, and her heart is to help people become who they are supposed to be. She is a natural born leader and a connector. She tries to make every person feel like a celebrity, no matter what their status in life is. She wants people to feel loved and appreciated. She is living proof of what truly overcoming being the right person is. Love is the key, which is her mantra, and turning any situation around. She is a divorcee. She is a product of overcoming suicide. She overcame people thinking the absolute worst of her, and that is why her name is Sunshine. She knows that people need love more than anything, and she tries to provide that through any part of the arts, and she has a lot of the arts. She taps into all the arts. Okay, she can pull up a virtual Rolodex of her close friends and in connections through all of the resources that she has in the arts and jobs and becoming who she is and what their destiny is. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Miss Sunshine. Ooh!
Yes. Well,
Now, that's
hello,
something.
beautiful.
Hey.
I'm so excited that you are here with us.
Man, I'm so excited to be here. I'm glad I got the text message like, hey,
Yes, yes.
we need you.
Absolutely.
And I'm here.
Yes, come
Yes.
on, we need you.
Yes,
Yes,
and
and
do.
we're very happy. You know, one of the biggest things we've both you are a podcaster yourself, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're a pretty big deal in
Yeah.
this industry.
Amen.
Amen. and I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna toot your horn too.
Okay.
I'm gonna toot it for
NBB.
you. And will. And both of us and your daughter, my niecey Pooh, has been and by the way, and I want to take a pause.
Yeah,
we are
yeah.
representing her shirts.
Her
You want to talk
shirts.
about that?
So we have on, I'm sitting down, you can't see, but we have on my daughter, my 6-year-old, Aaliyah, my 9-year-old.
Yes.
Her float design, her original float design.
Of this
She was
past
in
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving Day Parade, and we decided to rep her brand on our show.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you took the opportunity to interview her around that time. And then privy to that, you know, you interviewed myself when we did a stage play together,
and I as
Peerless
well.
Times. And then you when your book came out. So we've been on your platform, so it was just right.
Yeah.
For when we had
It
our
only
own
made
platform.
sense.
It only made sense. And so we're absolutely honored, Sunshine, for you to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your, I would say your yes.
Yeah.
Because this definitely is a stepping stone in the right direction. The conversations that you guys going to have is just easy. This is just another part of you. And I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to be a part of it, especially in the beginning. And then we can have this moment of remember when.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah.
You're like mother. You're like mother to us.
Yes.
I feel like this is going to turn into her interviewing us.
I know, right? The podcaster, the key podcaster interviewing the podcaster.
It happens.
So okay. So let's dive right in, right? So okay, we've already let you know the ridiculously amazing introduction that you have.
Absolutely.
That speaks for who you are. What made you want to do podcasting? You know, you have the personality where you could do really anything, and you do so much.
I do.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes,
you
I
act, you
do.
sing, you do all of
the
that.
things.
But podcasting is, one of the elements that you shine at. And so, what made you want to do that?
So I started my podcast in 2020 during the pandemic. And I was sitting on Facebook and it was, it was kind of a little boring. And I was like, let me reach out to somebody and interview them on Facebook. And it just dawned on me, I don't like the word interview.
Okay.
Interview feels like it's in person. It's not personal. Okay. And so I was like, you know what? We're not going to do interviews. We're going to have a conversation. I went live with the first person for like almost an hour and a half. And so many people were chiming in like, who is this person? Or they would say, I didn't know you knew this person. Or whatever they were talking about, they didn't know that about that person. And then it became a thing. People were inboxing me like, you should get this person. And I know this person. Wow. And it just took off like a... it started on Facebook, like I said. And then Larry Book told me, you ever thought about radio? You ever thought about podcasts? And I'm like, no, I just, did a thing on Facebook.
And Book is a friend of ours.
Yes.
We know Book.
And so because of Larry, when he had his radio show, I was on his radio show. Okay. And then he was teaching me about podcasting. And if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here today.
Wow.
Shout out to you, Book. Book has always lived out to everybody, so we appreciate him for that.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Now, do you do the majority of your stuff is on? Is it Facebook or it's not in person?
No, it's
okay.
I don't think I've ever, in the whole time I haven't. I've never done an in person.
Why
always. I feel like people are more prone to say yes in their own space.
Okay.
Instead of, like I said, I started during the pandemic when everybody was inside.
Sure.
And so it just kept going. I would say 85% of my guests I've never met.
Wow.
To this day, 85% of my guests I've never met in person.
Wow. Mm-hmm. And how does that? Do you feel now after the interview, because you do very good interviews?
Yeah.
And one thing I will say about you do your research. You absolutely do your research.
I don't.
You
don't?
I don't research nobody.
You researched me. So how did you know the questions to ask me?
I didn't.
What?
Let me tell you something.
Tell me, because make it make sense.
So for me, it's God led. Mm-hmm. I never know what he's going to say.
Okay.
I just sit down. That person sits down wherever they are. And from their bio, he begins to tell me what to ask.
Okay.
I don't research anybody.
Okay.
Fair enough. Okay.
And it's more genuine for me.
Yeah, for
when
sure.
If I sit down and I just meet you, I'm not handing you a piece of paper to ask you questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's literally, hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
Tell me
Organic.
something. Yeah, something
Organic.
about you.
Yes.
And for me, it's exciting. I get a kick out of it. Like finding out new things about another human being. And then you find out that you have more in common than you are different.
Yeah.
And you'll never know that until you have a conversation with them.
Yeah.
You're right about that.
So, yeah, I don't do research.
Wow.
Now that's different.
You know what? I love that. And that makes the conversation that we had
Real.
mean even the more.
Yeah.
From when we had ours.
Yeah.
Seriously. Wow. But you know what? When I met you though, that's how that happened. I'll never forget. I didn't know you from a can of paint.
Nope.
I think we were friends on Facebook prior to, but I did not know you personally. And I remember we did Perilous Times.
Yes.
Yep. And I walked in and I was a headliner on there. So I didn't have to go to the rehearsals before. So it was many rehearsals prior to me even getting there. Mm-hmm. So then when it was time for me to come.
Okay, headliner.
And shout out to TJ Henfield. We love you. We love you. We support you on this platform for sure. when I came in, it's kind of a nerve-wracking experience because you don't know. I didn't know anyone except for, I knew Kevin, I knew, Pam, Shirley, the people that were putting it on, the directors and stuff, and the producers, and other headliners. But I didn't know anyone else, or I didn't think I knew anyone else. And I walked in, and I was very nervous, and you were so welcoming. You and I hit it off, and then it just so happened my scene that I had to pair up with someone. And TJ said, Sunshine, come here. And we just connected from there.
That's dope.
So I can attest
Divine
to you just
connection.
genuinely connecting with people.
It's I've in my how old am I now? 46.
Okay, yes, 46 looks so good.
46. Thank you.
Yes.
I'm understanding my purpose. It's to make people feel loved.
Okay.
When I started the podcast, he also told me that I was once going to become the help that I once needed.
Wow.
What I needed for me is what I give out.
Wow.
And so whatever room I'm in, it doesn't matter. It could be the president himself. I'm going to treat him like
Absolutely.
I've known him all my life.
Absolutely.
It's just the point of you never know what people need. If when I was suicidal, I just needed somebody to smile at me.
You switched to suicidal. And first of all, kudos, and I know we both can say, kudos for being so transparent.
Absolutely.
We on this platform, we as women, we as African-American women, we as entrepreneurs and forward-thinking women, we feel so many times that we have to be strong and that we have to be the face of whatever. And so sometimes we get scared. Wouldn't you say, P?
Yeah.
We get kind of scared to be vulnerable and show kind of those weaknesses, which are not weaknesses, it's actually our strength, right? And so kudos for you even sharing that. Can you go a little deeper into that? What brought you to that and how much you want to share?
So, suicide thoughts started in high school.
Okay.
It was the moment of being or feeling at the time awkward, trying to fit in. At the time, I was, skinny, tall, boobs, and red hair with freckles. Like, I'm not sure if I want to be a boy, not sure if I want to be a girl. I was not feminine at all. So it was like, yeah, I don't see nobody here that I can relate to.
Okay.
I was always a nerd, and I played sports. That's all. In the church world, you sing, you do all these things in the arts. That's where I learned. And it was like, I don't fit in, and I want to get out of here.
Okay.
So I remember like 15, 16, I had the thought, like, my mom was an RN, and she was like, she always has a drawer full of medicine
Okay.
for whatever you need. And I had decided when I came home, I was going to take some of her pills and not wake up. Well, at the time, I was dating this guy who was the finest thing in our neighborhood.
Okay, fine.
And I was like, you realize who you talking to, right? Like, I felt like I was the ugly duckling. I didn't feel like I really belonged with him. And he didn't know. I never talked about anything. He came to my house and we had the street lights on. And before he left, he gave me a kiss and said, no matter what, I want to see you tomorrow.
Wow.
And I said,
Wow.
he left, and I looked at the house, and I was like, God, you saved me.
Yeah. For sure.
Because he had no idea.
Yeah.
No
yeah.
idea.
We're friends to this day, actually.
Wow.
And every now and then we have the conversation of that night. Like, what if you had gave in to what the enemy
My God.
had plans for you? You wouldn't be helping as many people as you are.
Just focus on the good. Oh, I'm good, yeah.
All right. So you do acting and singing and ministry and podcasting. So those are 4 different heavy elements, right? So how do you differentiate between all of those elements? How do you channel your time? How do you do that?
Great question. So naps is essential.
Important. Very important.
Ooh wee.
Naps are
Come
so
on.
important.
Ooh, they my
So I
favorite.
have a regular 9 to 5. I work for the government.
Okay.
So once I get off, I go home and immediately take a nap.
Okay.
Smart.
Then once I get up, get myself together, I'm a routine person. I know when I have shows. I know when I have rehearsals. I know when I have to do ministry. I know all of these things. So it goes by simultaneously.
Okay.
And it makes it easy. I have to keep myself busy because the devil is busy.
Okay.
And what now? Okay, so you said the devil is busy. What does that mean?
So when you understand yourself and you know your weaknesses and your strength, at any moment, you can fall if you choose to sit still.
Okay.
Now, we know that the enemy can't take out a moving target.
Come on.
But if you always moving, he can't catch you. But as soon as you sit still, that's the moments when you just you get to thinking, you know, nobody's gonna know this. Remember when? And then you down. How did I get here? Yeah,
Down
so
the rabbit hole.
yeah, we don't want to go down the rabbit hole. You have to learn the lessons the first time
Now,
around.
How did you know? Have you always known that about yourself, or is that something that you had to learn about yourself? Is it a learn process?
After my divorce, I had to take time to learn me. How did I get here? It was the moments, the ugly questions you have to ask yourself.
Ooh, that's good.
And you have to be honest with yourself. Like you have some addictive ways. You know that how you bat your eyes.
Girl, I feel like you're talking to me.
I'm just saying.
She like, how you bet your eye? I be betting. It's regular.
So it's the way you speak, your tone. I know my voice will get you in trouble.
Okay.
Yep.
So when you know these things,
Okay.
like I am trouble, stay away.
Know thyself, ladies and gentlemen.
That's so real.
Goody ma.
Listen, good enough.
Know yourself.
When you are trouble, tell them stay away.
Stay. Go about your business.
Okay.
You don't want this.
Okay.
But no, you
This ain't what you want.
This ain't what you want, baby.
I'm trying to tell you.
Real. Okay.
What's the flip side to the trouble? Like what's the good side?
If you're single, and I say it if you're single.
Okay. If single.
There's fun in some things, but if we go biblical, you know, you ain't supposed to be on that type of street.
Fair enough.
It's the side eye.
I'm just saying.
It's always a side.
But, you know, when you know yourself, you just, you know, I did my song one time, like, look, I am definitely trouble. I am that apple that the witch gave to Snow White.
Wow.
Listen here.
Wow.
This is deep.
Did you say that?
What's sunshine at this point?
Wow.
Listen, I told you. I'm something different.
You know what? But you know that
You
are. So
listen.
So even knowing that now you're in a new marriage, a fresh marriage,
Yes.
right? And so how did that come to be? You know, even knowing that you are the apple that Snow White, you know, shouldn't.
So the good thing about this one, I didn't have to do the Snow White stuff. You know, I didn't have to. It was, this marriage is actually night and day from the other.
Okay.
Should I have taken time to really heal myself or be healed? I should have, but I didn't.
Okay.
This is my first crush. When I saw this guy as a kid, he lived 2 doors from me.
Oh, you just got googly eyes.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
He was fine. He was rapping. He had it all. And I'm like, he's gonna do something with himself off this, you know, neighborhood. Time had passed and he had got married. I had got married. You know, I had a life down south, and every time I would come up to visit, I would go to his job to go see my friend.
Oh, your friend.
Yeah, my friend. And I would check on him, and before you know it, 2 hours of conversation. One thing about my current husband is he wouldn't touch me.
Say who?
Respect.
He wouldn't touch me.
Respect.
Oh, okay.
During my divorce time, he wouldn't, or prior to, he wouldn't touch me.
Okay.
And I'd be like, what?
Not what? Well, hold on.
Wait.
Wait a minute.
Not what? Why?
I've done fucked the legs
Okay.
on that one.
I'm like, is there something wrong with me? He was like, no, I'm waiting.
Wow.
And so
That's a turn on.
that was different because
Very
you know
Waiting
I
for
don't
me?
I don't get the nose.
Sure.
I don't know what that means.
Sure.
No.
Okay.
And so once I got divorced, he came and I didn't know I was depressed. So I would have things. At the time I was working at the post office, and that's a whole different beast in itself. But I didn't know I was depressed. And so I just made a pathway to come in and go straight to my bedroom. It was clutter everywhere because my ex-husband never came and got any of his stuff.
Wow.
Okay.
So my husband said God told him to clean my house up. So one day I went to work. He was like, I need your key. And I'm like, what? Huh? Don't worry about it. Just give me your key. When I got home, it was a whole different house.
Wow.
He got rid of everything, rearranged my furniture, cleaned the house up. And when we were dating, I'd be like, don't look, don't go in these rooms.
Yeah.
Everything is dark. Just grab my hand and we're going to go here. Don't look around. And I mean it.
Stick to the goal.
Listen, follow me.
I know.
I'm light bright in here. That's all the light you need. And then I was like, why is my door? What is this?
Wow.
I had a floor?
Wow.
This is, oh my God.
Wow.
I really love you.
Wow.
So yeah,
Shout out to him.
he cleaned my life up.
Wow.
Literally. I was always saying that he went to hell, picked me up, put me on my shoulder, and
Wow.
we ran to the races. And I was like, yeah, where you been all my life? Because this is what I need. Wow. And so he catered to me in a different way that no man did. He listened. He was he's an artist, so he makes music as well. So I was like, oh, that's funny. You know, I always wanted to be, you know, with a musician. And this time, I ain't got to sleep for him with, you know, for money or nothing.
Fair enough.
Deliverance.
Yep. Deliverance.
Yes.
And I will say this too: all prostitutes don't walk the streets.
Absolutely. Say that.
If you understand what prostitution is, it is exchanging goods for something else. Yes. Now, what part of the goods are you? Is the question.
My God.
I'm just saying, it is the reality of it all.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. Oh, all right.
The truth shall set us all free.
Listen, you have to be honest.
You have to be honest. And I appreciate that, okay?
Listen, we are going to come back
All right.
with our good question with the beautiful sunshine.
The beautiful sunshine.
Yeah.
Just focus on the good. Oh, I'm good, yeah.
All right, we are back with the amazing, fully transparent
Sunshine.
First of all, let me just say, we love this platform, and when we were coming up with what we wanted to do with Just Focus on the Good, we wanted people that were going to be loving and honest, and you have been just that. You know, you have not let us down by far, and I just appreciate. I know we both just appreciate your transparency, because one of the things, we were off camera, but you kept saying, you know, your purpose is to be transparent because there's someone that's going to see your story and be free.
Absolutely.
And be freed. And so I appreciate you for keeping up with what you said you were going to do. That's who you have always been since I've known you.
Yeah.
And so for you to just sit with us
Yeah.
on this platform and be your full self, even the more than what I've ever gotten, I love it. I appreciate that.
So now we're going to get to the good question because I got one. Because I got one.
Okay, Goody Mob, here we go.
Get him out. Here we go. All right. So, what is you said you are here? To help, love, motivate, uplift. What is one of the craziest testimonials that you've gotten from being who you are, and just sunshine?
Just having somebody to tell me that keep doing what you're doing. You're really helping me. You're helping others. I was in somewhere else and somebody, random person, I didn't know who they were, knew who I was. And I'm watching you all the time. And I'm like, really? I've had people who, one of my first shows, a lady who used to have HIV, don't have it no more. Wow. And it was those type of stories that have to be told.
Yeah,
just because you hear something negative doesn't mean it's the end.
Yeah.
I have told you, I've beaten the spirit of suicide. I have so many things that I have overcome. If you knew my story, you'll understand why I am who I am.
Yeah.
It's my life is to tell people that God is real.
Yeah.
He saved me too many times. I'm that person I can't play in the streets because my call on my life is too great.
Yeah.
I can't play the same games everybody else do.
Yeah.
So
chosen.
it's a different.
That's right. That's right.
And even to this day, this morning, matter of fact, it was I'm gonna go back. So Saturday I went to a service, and after the service, it was so powerful. I'm getting on 94, the freeway that is, and somebody's coming down the service drive the wrong way. Literally split seconds, I could have been in a head-on collision. Wow. And I took that as, yep, I get it. You trying to kill me again. I get it. So this morning I woke up to, I've never seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. And I don't care what it looks like. If your back is against the wall, if you don't have nothing in your refrigerator or your cabinet, you don't have to beg for nothing. Yeah. What do? You open your mouth. You talk to God. You pray. You do all of these things. And I'm like, this morning just to continue to tell me it's about to happen.
Yeah.
I'm too close.
Yeah.
I'm too close. I can't go back.
Yeah.
I say, ain't nothing back there for me.
Ain't trying to turn to that pillar of salt.
Listen, ain't nothing back there for me. He was like, no, I delivered you for a reason. And, come on, Moses. Come on, David. Come on, all of these. One of my stories was like Mary Magdalene, which was a harlot.
Yep.
Huh? God, me. You know my issues, God. I done told you, and I just told them.
Yeah.
He was like, listen, once you have this encounter, your life will never be the same. Yeah. So this is why I do what I do, because again, you never know who need this story, who needs this to be like, I can make it, because if she went through all of this and she's still here with a smile, that ain't no goodness of mine.
Sunshine.
That is God all day.
Yes.
So I have no choice but to be what he called me to be.
Wow.
And I still ain't seen everything yet.
That's right.
That's right. Yes.
Ooh. Being chosen is not for the weak. Okay? It's not rainbows and sunshine, guys. To our goody mob, walking with Jesus Christ full time is ghetto. And sometimes it's very hard here, but it's worth
It's worth it.
It's so worth it.
This is not, you just don't know what you sign up for. You're like, God, give me all the riches and glory. And you be like, I'm going to give you all the poverty. And you got to have that faith. Let me test you real quick. You get tested most when you, Lord,
You do.
help.
But life is about taking a stand
Yeah.
for something, whether it be good or bad. You have to take a stand.
Yeah.
Why not take a stand for God?
Yeah.
Why not take a stand for goodness, righteousness, and hopefulness? Take a stand for what will motivate you and move the ledger forward.
Yeah.
I don't want to take a stand for things that's going to take me back. The world will take me back. There's a guarantee that if I am motivated by things of this world, I will be set back. That is a guarantee.
Absolutely.
There is another guarantee that if I walk with God and I choose my faith, that I will grow and I will move and be motivated by the goodness of what the riches he has for us. That is another guarantee. And so if I have to take a stand for something, in which I do, take a stand for righteousness. So Goody Mob, all of you out there, everybody under the sound of our voice, I challenge you today. No matter what you're going through, I'm not asking you to be in church every day. I'm not asking you to be in church every Sunday. I'm not asking you to be a deacon. I'm not asking you to be a preacher. I'm not asking you to be on the praise team. I'm just asking you to take a stand and do what's best for you. And this is the time. Take a stand for the goodness of God. Period.
Yeah, because Jesus coming back. And you don't want to get left behind.
Because you will.
There right now. I'm like,
Absolutely.
like a thief in the night. IRS. Like,
No, you definitely
We're
don't
so
want to be
happy
left
that
behind.
You came on the show. Thank you so much for being here.
Yes.
Seriously. I
I
appreciate
don't
you.
know what to say. Like,
Oh.
it took too long to put these lashes on and knock it up.
I know that's right. Listen, I know that's right. Okay.
Did you do your good question?
You know what? No, your good question was fine. Yep. I loved it. I loved where you went with it. It's fine.
Okay.
Yes.
We hold each other accountable on just focus on the good.
You better believe it.
Okay.
All day and every way. All day and every way. All day and every way. Da 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 da.
I am Portia Starr, and we're going to leave you with our scripture. I will remain confident in this. I will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. And this is
The Focus on the Good podcast. We love y'all.
Let's Get It, Let's Go.
Just focus on the good. Oh, I'm good, yeah.